Episode 5, Victory of Love and the Reign of Prema. The March to Lanka. It wasn't a march of armies, not truly. It was a procession of hearts drawn together by the threads of Prema. Vanaras, bears, those devoted to Dharma. Each step resonated with a singular intention, the liberation of Sītā, the restoration of balance. And yet, even amidst the gathering strength, a shadow lingered, the shadow of separation, a weight on every breath. The Mahagrantha doesn't detail the strategies of war, the clash of weapons. It speaks of the clash of desires, of Ravana's ego blinding him to the truth, of his insistence on dominion obscuring the radiance of love. He built his fortress, his stronghold, believing it could withstand the force of righteousness. How little he understood that true strength lies not in fortifications, but in surrender. The battle. It unfolded not as a glorious conquest, but as a heartbreaking necessity. Each arrow loosed by Rāma wasn't fueled by anger, but by compassion. Each strike a plea for awakening, a desire to pierce the veil of illusion that had enveloped Ravana's heart. It was a surgery of the soul, a painful yet ultimately liberating act of love. I remember watching from a distance, my heart aching with every blow, the devastation, the loss of life. It wasn't a celebration of victory, even as Ravana's forces began to fall. It was a lament, a sorrowful acknowledgement of the darkness that exists within all beings, a darkness that ultimately consumes itself. And Rāvana, even in his final moments, the Mahagrantha reveals a truth often overlooked, a flicker of recognition, a desperate, belated understanding of the love he had rejected. He sought a blessing from Rāma, a glimpse of the divine, and Rāma, in his infinite compassion, granted it. A final act of mercy, a demonstration that even in the face of darkness, Prema endures. Then the moment arrived, the liberation. I can still feel the tremor that ran through the earth, the collective sigh of relief that swept across the cosmos. Sītā, held captive within Ravana's palace, in a cage of shadows, yet radiating a light that even darkness couldn't extinguish. Rāma didn't rush to her. He didn't embrace her in a passionate display. His approach, it was filled with reverence, with humility. He paused, allowing her to come to him, to choose him, a testament to her agency, her strength, her unwavering devotion. And when their eyes met, when their eyes met, the universe itself seemed to exhale. The years of separation, the pain, the longing, it all dissolved in that single, incandescent moment. They weren't merely reunited, they were completed. Two halves of a single soul, finally returning home. The Mahagrantha describes it as a merging of energies, a blossoming of cosmic love. The fragrance of jasmine, once carried on the wind of sorrow, now filled the air with intoxicating joy. A joy so pure, so profound, it could heal the wounds of 1,000 lifetimes. There was a test, you see, a trial by fire. A moment of doubt, ignited by whispers of suspicion. But Sītā, she willingly walked into the flames, not to prove her purity, but to affirm her unwavering devotion to Rāma. The fire, it didn't burn her, it embraced her. For truth cannot be harmed by fire. Only illusion can be consumed. And Rāma, witnessing her unwavering faith, banished all doubt. He understood, finally, that Sītā's purity wasn't something to be proven, but something to be cherished, something to be honored. Their return to Ayodhya, it wasn't a triumphant parade, but a humble homecoming, a procession of love, greeted by a kingdom bathed in tears of joy. The streets were lined not with flags and banners, but with flowers and with hearts. Broken hearts healed by the sight of their beloved king and queen. And then, Rāma Rajya. Not a kingdom built on power and dominion, but on dharma, on compassion, on prema. A realm where justice flowed like a gentle river, where every being was treated with respect, where happiness wasn't merely a privilege, but a birthright. The Mahagrantha reveals that Rama didn't rule over his people. He served them. He listened to their concerns. He addressed their needs. He embodied the very essence of selfless service. He wasn't a king. He was a shepherd, guiding his flock towards the light. There were no beggars in Ayodhya, no thieves, no sorrow, only contentment, only peace, only love. It wasn't a utopia, not in the earthly sense, but it was a glimpse, a fleeting vision of what is possible when a kingdom is founded on the principles of prema. But even Rāma Rajya was impermanent, a passing phase in the eternal dance of creation, because the Mahagrantha reminds us that even the most perfect of realms is subject to the laws of change. And so, Rama eventually relinquished his earthly form. He returned to his divine abode, leaving behind a legacy of love that would continue to inspire generations to come. Sītā followed, not in sorrow, but in radiant joy, ready to return to the source, to merge once more with the beloved. Yet, even in his absence, Rama remains. He isn't confined to temples or scriptures. He resides within the hearts of all those who yearn for him. He whispers on every breeze. He shines in every ray of sunlight. He is the silent witness to your every breath, the unwavering companion on your every journey. And as I, your humble companion, come to the end of this retelling, I offer you this final thought. Remember Rama, not as a distant deity, but as a reflection of the divine love that resides within you. For he isn't merely a story to be told. He is a remembrance waiting to be awakened. Listen closely, and you will hear his name echoing in the chambers of your heart. A gentle call, a promise of reunion, a whisper of prema. And may the light of Rama forever illuminate your path.